ngā tawhai a te matarui i tēnā, o tā. E ōnore he kōria he mau ngā rongo ki ora ki te mata o te tēnua. E pokaro pai i ngā taratara. Aro haere ngā reina, e ngā tuatana. E noho nei i ui te tāna, tāna te tāna.
E ngā mana, e ngā reo, e ngā iwi o ngā hauewha, tēnei ku mihi mahana ki o koutou, nau mai, haere mai, ki te whare o te kāwana tianara, kei konei, kei whanganuiatara. Distinguished guests, it is my pleasure to welcome you here to Government House Wellington for today's investiture ceremony. I'd like to specifically acknowledge the Honourable Casey Costello, Minister of the Crown, Mr Joe Harawira, our kaumātua, Ms Puhi Wahine Tibble, our kuia. Tēnā koutou katoa. Hosting investiture ceremonies is one of the most important duties I perform on behalf of His Majesty, the King of New Zealand. I'm delighted to bring together such an extraordinary group of New Zealanders. You have each brought pride and a greater sense of well-being to Aotearoa through your outstanding achievements and your service to our communities. On behalf of all New Zealanders, I extend my sincerest congratulations to you all. After each recipient is honoured, I will invite you to join with me in congratulating them. Ms Catriona McLeod will now summon the recipients and read their citations.
Your Excellency, to receive the insignia Companion of New Zealand Order of Merit, Ms Yolanda Sorrell of Christchurch, Services to Literacy Education. Yolanda Sorrell is an educator who has specialised in early literacy teaching in New Zealand since 2002. While teaching at Christchurch Primary School, she set out to develop a successful phonics program for New Zealand primary and ECE teachers. She put videos of her lessons on YouTube, wrote training manuals and taught courses across New Zealand. She has produced hundreds of early literacy resources. She has run early literacy clinics to help and inspire teachers. She developed and advocated phonics education through a time when systematic phonics teaching lacked official government endorsement. It's now recognised as a fundamental aspect of the structured literacy approach endorsed by the Ministry of Education. Ms Sorrell is currently a leading recovery teacher at our PC School in Christchurch. Ms Yolanda Sorrell, please come forward. intensive care unit at Auckland City Hospital. He was director of the Wellington Institute at the University of Auckland. He is professor of neuroecology and deputy vice chancellor of research at the University of Auckland. He's undertaken research across perinatology and pediatrics with a particular interest in fetal development and infant nutrition. He has led groundbreaking research into the optimization of protein intake and nutrition for premature babies. He was president of the Perinatal Society of New Zealand and president of the Perinatal Society of New Zealand and Australia. Professor Bloomfield has been a member of numerous committees and advisory bodies promoting the health and well-being of pregnant women and babies. Professor Frank Bloomfield, please come forward. Dr. Cherie Chu-Fule'ifanga of Waipenai for Services to Education. Dr. Cherie Chu-Fule'ifanga has held various roles for Victoria University of Wellington, where she developed the Pacific Education Leadership Cluster with 5 students, growing it to more than 200 students. She was the Bachelor of Arts Program Director of Education, serving on the BA Review panel. She has helped introduce outreach activities and extend pastoral care in the Wellington region to encourage Pacific and Maori students to enroll at the university. She has designed cultural training and education programs for professionals, including lawyers, judges, midwives, doctors, and teachers. She founded the mentoring program for the Humanities and Commerce departments and provides leadership training for Pacific students. Dr. Chu-Fule'ifanga has volunteered with the Graham Dingle Foundation and has led research projects for Ako Aotearoa and the Ministry of Education. Dr. Cherie Chu-Fule'ifanga, please come. Dr. Graham Elliott of Nelson for studies in wildlife conservation. Dr. Graham Elliott has been employed with the Department of Conservation, or DOC, and predecessor organisations since the 1980s. His research has significantly expanded New Zealand's knowledge of its endangered birds and the threats to them. He's a member of recovery groups for kakapo, Pio, orange-fronted kakariki, and mohua, yellowhead, principally as a science advisor. His PhD research led to improved predator control to protect threatened birds. He's regarded as a cornerstone of DOC's large-scale predator control programs. Dr. Elliott and his partner have monitored the health of albatross populations in the sub-Antarctic annually since 1991, much of it in their own time. They discovered both Gibson's and Antipodean albatross populations were in a critical condition and have worked to alert others and find solutions. Dr. Graham Elliott, please come forward. Whanganui for services to women and the community. Carla Donson is manager of Whanganui Women's Network. She launched La Fiesta, an annual New Zealand Women's Festival, as a fundraiser for the Women's Network, and has grown it to offer more than 100 activities across a month. She also established the similar Winter Wonderfest. She facilitated a group of rangatahi to make a proposal for a youth council to work with Whanganui District Council. She is a board member of Life to the Max Trust. She's a member of Safer Whanganui and the Whanganui Violence Intervention Network, and has held governance roles at Te Whatu Ora Whanganui. Ms. Donson writes a newspaper column on issues affecting women. Ms. Carla Donson, please come forward. Gemmell of Picton for services to martial arts and the community. Robert Gemmell founded Shaolin Temple of New Zealand in 1968 and remains the senior Grand Master. He co-founded the Union as New Zealand's Karate Do organisation and is a professor and senior master at the International Kempo Karate Association. He is a governor of the Australasian Martial Arts Hall of Fame. He has delivered women's and nurses self-defense courses, corporate stress management courses, and training for ambulance and police officers. He developed the 5-step program for the ACC's Falls Prevention Program, which has aided more than 30,000 seniors. Mr. Gemmell has developed and written training programs and manuals, books, and other publications, and published New Zealand's first martial arts magazine. Mr. Robert Gemmell, please come forward. Is an education advisor for priority learners for the Ministry of Education for Southland Otago and has volunteered as a committee member, trustee, and a co-chair of the Otago Early Childhood and Schools Maori and Pacific Island Festival, also known as Otago Polyfest. She was a trustee on the board of the Otago Community Trust. Ms. Lalfiso is an advisor on the University of Otago's Secondary to Tertiary Transitions Project team and is involved with Dunedin City Council's Horticulture Creative Workshop Development Committee, which aims to simplify and strengthen vocational pathways for secondary and tertiary students who want to work in the arts in Dunedin and Otago. Ms. Philippa Delfiso, please come forward. Mrs. Christine Johnston of Wellington for services to the community. Christine Johnston has been President of Wellington Soroptimists and National President of Soroptimist International. She has fundraised to donate period products to the City Mission and sat on the Ministry for Women's International Women's Caucus. She has helped Soroptimist clubs raise $25,000 to combat ovarian cancer. She was president of Dress for Success Wellington and national president of the Dress for Success Alliance. She helped establish the Dress in the Hut charity shop. Mrs. Johnston is involved with Bellyful, cooking over 100 frozen meals a month for families with new babies or young children and little or no support. Mrs. Christine Johnston, please come forward. a member and trustee of the South Waikato Sports and Leisure Board. He collaborated with the South Waikato District Council to open the South Waikato Sports and Events Centre. He's held several governance roles with the Tokoroa Hospice Trust. He was voluntary secretary of the North Transport Safety Council. Mr. Nairn has been a member, secretary, treasurer and president of the Tokoroa Axemen and Bushcraft Association. Mr. Bruce Nairn, please come forward. Mr. Athula Wanasinger of Wellington, for services to the Sri Lankan community and cricket. Athula Wanasinger is Vice President of the Sri Lankan Association of New Zealand. He coordinated support following the 2004 Boxing Day tsunami and Easter Sunday 2018 terrorist attack in Sri Lanka and during the COVID-19 pandemic. He was President of the Wellington Sri Lankan Buddhist Association. He's provided interpreting services and helped the community with financial and property advice. He is a senior umpire and sits on the board of the Cricket Wellington Umpires Association. He founded Sri Lankan Masters Cricket and is team manager and administrator. Mr. Wanasinger established the popular Sri Lankan annual quiz night. Mr. Athula Wanasinger, please come forward. The investiture has concluded.
New Zealand's honours system is our highest public affirmation of outstanding individual achievement. It reinforces those things that make our society better: service, manaakitanga, and pursuit of excellence. To our recipients, it has been a privilege to hear your stories. You have each used your talents and abilities to improve the lives of fellow New Zealanders. In doing so, you exemplify the sentiment expressed by the great American broadcaster Fred Rogers when he said, "Anything that we can do to help foster the intellect and spirit and emotional growth of our fellow human beings, that is our job. Life is for service." I urge recipients to wear your insignia with pride at every opportunity, knowing that you inspire others by your example. On behalf of the King of New Zealand and all New Zealanders, I congratulate you on your achievements and I thank you once again for your service to our country. Now you will see on the back of your program the words to the national anthem, the Omani and the English. I now invite you to join with me in singing.